Okay, we should be online with Salt and Sanctuary. I certainly hope so.
Awesome.
Nope, Salt and Sacrifice. I'm gonna make that mistake a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I just read it in chat, and yes, thank you. It was quite an ordeal to beat Salt and Sanctuary, the original game, but I'm glad I did. It is fantastic.
Yeah, I got it back when it came out. Started playing it again a couple of months ago. I didn't even know the sequel was coming out. It's just like, I haven't played this in a while. Got about the first 3 or 4 brands, then had no idea where to go next. So that was fun.
Yep. Authentic Souls-like action.
So real.
Yeah. So character creation has been beefed up a little bit in this game. And I don't know what any of it means, so what does it matter?
Okay, that's interesting. The Prime option.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got blasphemy and brigandry, but not buggery. That's not fair.
It's coupled in with lasciviousness and sumptuousness. So are we an arson or a blasphemer?
That's a tough one, because I like both of those.
Yeah, they're both pretty solid.
I think I've got to give it to arson.
Yep, gotta agree. It makes it start with firebombs.
Yeah,
appropriately
it's like blasphemy is my passion, but arson is where my heart lies.
Yeah, I have to feel like blasphemy might have some devotion to an evil god, like this looks like an incense burner or something.
Or some kind of candle holder, maybe?
Yeah, I know what arson is, and I know how to use it right at the beginning of a game. So we'll do that. Old reliable arson.
Like we're on solid ground when it comes to arson.
Indeed. Bunch of classes that I don't know what they mean, and probably don't matter, because I basically respect my entire character at the very end of Salt and Sanctuary, and it worked out just fine.
Yeah, probably going to be just like the previous game, where it gives you maybe like a slightly better weapon or better armor, but it doesn't really matter when you get to the sphere grid.
Exactly, yeah, it gets the ball rolling in the right direction, but doesn't seem like there's any wrong answer. That isn't even like the joke character. The first game had a cook and like something even worse. And yeah, intentional challenge characters.
To be fair, the frying pan was no laughing matter.
That is true, and we did end up beating the game with a giant spoon, so utensils are very deadly in Salt and Sanctuary. This game seems to have a slightly more serious tone. I like the outfit of the duelist, so we'll start with that, and then probably discard it all immediately.
Yeah, looks like you've got some kind of rapier or a longsword, maybe?
Yeah. Swords are usually simple enough to start with, and a pirate hat on top of that.
Nice.
We can no longer be, like, gray-skinned nor green-skinned. Just have a faint green tone. But I'll take it.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
Indeed. A little bit less personality in the character design, if we're being honest.
Yeah, the character designs, I mean, they're still recognizably from the guys who did Salt and Sanctuary and Charlie Murder, but they've been very drastically toned down.
Yeah. They're much less ridiculous.
Like they actually look like people rather than crackhead goblins.
Yep. I miss ridiculousness.
Oh yeah. There's not enough of it.
Yeah. Very nice touch. Animated hair.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. So we gotta pick a long hairstyle just to show off as much hair wobbling as possible. That's the one I used in the first game. Yeah, indeed. The only jiggle physics I'm interested in.
It's going to make Bayonetta 3 interesting when and if it ever gets released.
Indeed. They pointedly stopped talking about it a while ago.
Other than saying, yes, we're still working on it, please stop asking.
Yep.
And this is why you don't announce games 5 to 7 years before they're ready for release.
Yeah, they blew it. We can throw a beard on.
Yeah, whenever I
As
look at the smooth under whiskers, because of the resolution on the stream, it looks more like smooch.
there is actually,
The
I should
T-
show it off. There's an option for more readable text in the menu as an
Mm.
accessibility feature.
Yeah, it's just the T winds up looking like a C.
Yeah, it really does with the stylized typeface. None of that matters. I can't even see my eyebrows. Let's roll.
Yeah.
No starting
assume
gift. That's
you
your
have
crime. Yep. Theoretical eyebrows. Least of my concern as an arson.
Batu, Barada,
So we are, rather than accepting the death penalty, a mage hunter.
Let's get the Dragon Age all of a sudden.
Yeah, very Dragon Age, very, very Elder Scrolls.
Mm.
Oh. No wonder he's down for the count. Add a knife in his
His own
chest.
sword.
Yep, we definitely do have a rapier. There's a roll. Heavy attacks. And some golems.
Sound effects are mostly the same by the sounds of it.
Thus far, yeah. Probably using the same sound pack.
Yeah.
We kind of guessed
no
towards
real
the end
need
of the...
no,
Exactly,
no
yeah.
real need to change stuff like that if you don't have to.
Yeah, with a small studio. You take what you can afford.
Basically.
Oh, also, we're kind of like the people in the north from Game of Thrones.
Mm.
We're like condemned to go live up there and fight the liches and stuff. And I'm dead. As well I should be. Taco Demon immediately.
Well, that's been Salt and Sacrifice. Thanks for coming along.
Yep. Oh well. Not Caco Demon, Cyber Demon.
Mm.
Oh, Belial. That sounds like a friendly individual. Wonder if they're friends with Satan Neil.
It's actually a mistranslation. It's Bechamel. She's a really good cook.
Hearth and flasks. And we can chat up. Oh, we even have, like, Elder Scrolls style conversation trees.
Mm.
What are the odds? As usual, I would imagine the lore is so vast and deep. We are not even going to have an opportunity to show it all off on stream.
Well, hopefully the majority of it's not going to be kept to side areas and items in side areas.
Yeah, and Salt and Sanctuary was mostly on the upgrade screen.
Mm.
There were several books worth of text under every single entry.
Yeah, I just stopped
upgrades.
paying attention after a while. I was just like, don't care. Give me my heavier smashies.
I was interested, but there was so much I just couldn't dream of keeping up with all of it. There is a story in the upgrade screen about the Cat King, who is a cat who was like adopted by various kings and ultimately killed them all and became the Cat King himself.
What a good boy.
Indeed. And it's like a big, long part of the story that was supposed to be an in-game faction, but ended up getting cut. Oh, we can wall grab immediately, right off the bat.
Yeah, that's a big change.
Yep, starting with some Metroidvania powers. Blacksmith, maybe?
Yeah, it's looking like this is more of a generalized hub so far.
Mm-hmm. Which was one of the strengths of Sultan Sanctuary, is you could put your hub wherever you felt like it.
Hmm.
They're going with a more traditional... The game chooses where you have to return every so often. It's a choice. Ultimately, it was a fake choice in the first game.
Hmm.
But a choice nonetheless. How do I put this on? I can enhance it. I can't put it on here. And now I have a bag on my head. There. Pirate hat.
Much jauntier.
Indeed. Gotta love that feather. I seriously doubt we have upgrade materials, and we don't. But we can craft stuff. Yep, alchemy and blacksmith, all crammed into one little spot. I wanted to stab the boxes, but I can't. They're in the background. How about you?
This is atrocious. Like, game ruined right there.
Yep. Getting a refund. And hey, happy birthday, Blast Tyrant.
Yeah, happy birthday. Have a good one.
Yep.
I am indeed.
Okay, we are actually getting information about where to go. Which might be useful.
And a decent stockpile.
Yep. Even stole some fruit from a tree. More fire bombs, in case I didn't start with any. I have a feeling my arsonist days are long from over.
Let the fire letting begin.
We will cleanse this land, or there shall be no more land to cleanse.
For fire is the path to cleansing.
Talk to the horse. Thing. And then pet it.
What a good elk.
Yep.
You know, it looks like the sort of horse elk thing from Princess Mononoke.
Possibly. I haven't seen it, but
Me neither. Not a big fan of Ghibli stuff, but I've seen the critter often enough. Okay, so now we're going off in multiple directions instead of really just three.
yeah, I mean, in the first game it was like 5 directions, but they were all like... You would get multiple types of upgrade in each direction.
Yeah.
But now it is somewhat more complicated.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. No lore text, though. They didn't waste their time on that.
Yeah. Well, actually, press one of the triggers.
There's the lore text. What do you know?
Also, hit X a second. Should be able to zoom out so you can see how big the tree is.
And I'm hitting X. Let's see.
Unless it's like, are you using a Xbox controller or PS5?
There we go. Yeah, PS4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
different X. You were right. That's the whole mess right there. For all to enjoy.
Yeah,
Almost looks like it's
a
trying to
drunk
spell something.
spider went on a bender.
Yeah. Surely it means something. You could read all this text if you want to find out what it means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's bits that look like a sword or a shield or a gauntlet or something if you sort of look at them, but...
We've got a Earthworm Jim head whip hook over here.
Really?
Yeah. But no head whip yet. Let's do some mining. Fair enough. Our
Don't,
character is
don't.
very multi-talented.
Just because you're an arsonist doesn't mean to say you can't be a multitasker.
Indeed. Oh, and look at this friend. Everything's got
Hey,
antlers
friend.
in this town. Okay, they locked their tent.
Didn't know that was a thing you could do, but okay.
Apparently, yeah. They designed lockable tents just to keep us out. And the death zip line.
These it's the machine designed for killing children.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. This is a 45-degree angle at best.
It's the rip line.
Set return. No missions available. I guess there will be no side missions here.
You just sewed the tent shut. Would that not be just like a gigantic pain in the ass, though? Takes you about 20 minutes to sew it up, and takes about another 20 minutes to get up in the morning.
Hey, this seems sort of like Demon Souls, where we will teleport to the dungeon we need to go to.
That, or it'll be for the multiplayer, so you can set password.
Yeah, quite possibly. We're trying to get to the Ashen Village. Let's learn more about the Mirror Gate real quick. After doing a little more mining.
It's just the way you hit the crystal so daintily.
Yep.
Like, punk, punk, punk.
Oh, not giving us the option to use the Mirror Gate anymore. Except with this menu.
Okay. Right, so that might be sort of like I'm gonna guess there's gonna be some hidden areas that you like. Remember how there was bottles in the first game?
Yeah.
There's probably gonna be some bottles to give you passcodes to hidden areas.
Yeah, and this...
By the looks of things.
So this is a bonfire.
Mhm.
Or like a shrine in the first game. But not a full-on sanctuary. We can return to camp from here. And just stock up.
Yeah, it looks like they have gotten rid of the sanctuaries with just the hub area.
Mage Doom Fire Enter.
Yeah, do not touch Willie. Good advice.
First of many player messages, I assume. And more golems.
Looks
get a hell of a lot of
splurged in
stats.
some special effects when they block as well.
Yeah.
So do you not have a shield yet?
I might. Let's find out. It is suggesting that I two-hand my weapon, so apparently not. What is the Inquisitor's Dagger, though? Charm Dagger. Oh, it's a charm. So it is enhancing something in some way.
Should be able to check it for info unless that just gives you more plot. Or lore.
More plot is what I was hoping for, actually. That's what I'm not getting. This info is just numbers.
Okay.
A lot of advice.
And those numbers are just too equal for it to be like, yes, it's giving you 5 and 6 in everything.
Yeah, exactly. Let's instead look at it through here. No options.
Okay, doesn't look like it's really doing much of anything then.
Yeah.
Probably just to
Mysterious.
show, hey, this is what you used in the intro.
Yep. And I think we started the game with that thing.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's the one that you got from the guy who was transporting you. That you used to cut your bonds.
Yep, that would make sense. Maybe that'll make more sense when we get other ones. I try and fare better against the Goblos. Pack of stuff. Didn't have time to read it all. And a big goblin. Oh. He's,
Hey, secret area.
sending me where I need to go. Thanks for the help. Ah, the bats. Can't have a video game without bats.
At least you don't have like a helm splitter attack yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. I got something equivalent.
Yeah.
Just for my thrusting weapon, it's not very good for the purposes of
Yeah.
helm splitting. Tap on the wall. Using our jeweler's pick.
That's never not going to be funny.
Yep. Like, it makes me think of Shawshank Redemption. Like, this must be what it looked like for him to burrow through the wall with a
The
jeweler's
tiny
pick.
rock hammer.
Oh, I remember those sound effects from the dishwasher, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, James's recycling sounds from all the way back in 2009.
I was
Guiltless
thinking the
Shard.
blue segment of your health bar was like additional rested health, but guess not.
Yeah, in Demon Souls, the way that worked is you'd have to kill a boss, and then you get your
Yeah.
full health bar back.
Yeah, essentially, you were unless you had a certain ring, I think it was a cling ring. You were operating you were functionally operating at half health. But you should consider that as 100% health. And when you killed a boss or whatever, then that was just bonus health, really.
Yep, you just get used to that being your default health value.
Yep.
And my flasks did not regenerate when I rested and resupplied. There we go. So you can just activate the obelisk, or you can actually stop there and it'll respawn the enemies and get you your health refill items back. Good to know. Hello, boss.
Okay, it's kind of a cool looking axe, I gotta say.
Yeah, not the most efficient design, but it's gonna get the job done of killing me. If I had to guess. He also has antlers, of course.
Of course. Yeah, so did the big lad that killed you at the beginning.
Oh yeah. You just get kicked off of this universe if you don't have antlers, which is why we're not welcome, I guess. Didn't even give me the option to start with antlers, though. Else I would have picked them.
That's just another form of bigotry, really.
Indeed. Couldn't agree more. Might have even looked the other way on my arson had I had those antlers.
Look, we're normally a bit we frown on arson, but as long as it was heathens and you didn't use any actors as kindling, don't let it slide.
Aw, that was unfortunate. I got comboed in midair.
Yeah. Looks
Seemed like
that's going to be a thing as well, man.
Yeah. Because once you got hit in the first game, you were basically invulnerable from future attacks.
Yeah, unless you took fall damage.
Yeah,
Not that that ever happened.
indeed.
particularly.
Usually you would take one hit and then you'd be safe. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Now you have to watch for the entire combo. Trying to see what other items I might have. I got a poison bomb.
That won't not be useful.
Yeah. I should probably touch that thing to get my salt back. Might have taken it away as an option. As I entered the boss arena.
Looks like you did get it back.
Maybe. I don't have... yeah, I've got like half a bar of salt, so I almost certainly did.
Yeah. You did, because these guys have only been dropping like 3 to 5 to begin with.
Yeah. We are not a good duelist. Look at how short of a thrust we have. We don't take a step forward or anything. Not good at using a rapier. Bad form.
Yeah, the character's just like, no, when I said 1v1 me, this wasn't quite what I meant.
Yep. Interesting. Oh, I should hold this. Do that.
Okay, that did a good chunk of health.
Yep. And it get us the rest of the way. The combo! Comboed again.
Literally bounced you off the floor.
Yeah.
What is this, Tekken?
He's got a plan. Approach and beware. Now I have a plan. I'll do that. Yep, there's the salt.
So it looks like the salt automatically respawns at the start, so at the outskirts of the boss encounter.
Mm-hmm. Does seem that way.
Which is definitely something, that's a welcome change that I think more games could stand to do.
Yeah, exactly. Makes it just impossible to lose the salt. You don't even have to combat loot it during the boss fight. The boss is almost laughably slow, but does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And my rapier strikes are so pathetic. Might as well use the little wall pick. Just notice he only has one hand.
Oh yeah.
The other hand is a knife. Oh, but he, okay, yeah, he's holding a knife.
Oh no, he's holding it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird because he's not using it for any of his attacks.
Yeah, no. Having a knife hand would have made more sense. Would explain why he's so slow.
It's going to be one of those things where he does a last-ditch attempt and tosses it at you.
Possibly. Like that guy in Blade of the Immortal. That's for nobody.
Yes. Yeah, except he doesn't have a knife. That's actually the bones of his arm, which have been sharpened to the point.
True.
Also, did your fire bombs respawn as well?
You know, it looks like they might have. In the interest of testing that, we'll use one now.
Damage over time, motherfucker.
Yep. Burn that sucker down. Get our first achievement.
Yay, achievables. Okay, so that looks like you got a bunch of those upgrade items.
Yep. Also, achievables was a joke in the dishwasher. I'm not sure you realize that.
See, I got it from, do you remember Red versus Blue, back when it was still funny?
Uh-huh.
There was, when the 360 came out, they occasionally did like short PSA videos, and one of them was about the glorious dawn of achievements. Except one of the characters kept calling them achievables. So whenever anyone talks about achievements, I instantly think, oh, achievables.
So it was probably
an achievable.
Probably a reference to Red versus Blue in the dishwasher.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Give me that, you corpse. Oh, a grappling hook. Thank you, corpse.
Wow, okay. That is really early.
Jump and RT while airborne. Oh, so it's
That's
like the dart
probably
brand.
what the Earthworm gym hooks are for.
Yep. Look at that. Gets us right where we need to go. Wonderful.
Even Metroid games don't give you this until about the halfway mark.
Yeah, seriously. Got a note. Oh, so we don't fully miss it. In the dishwasher, you get a trinket, and it does nothing. But when you do certain things throughout the game, it will play a sound clip where James Silva himself says, "I have so many achievables." And it'll give you like a fake hand-drawn achievement on screen. And if you get all of them, you get a real achievement.
Okay, yeah, that is Red versus Blue.
There we go. Never knew that.
It's Caboose. There's I can't remember if he was just dumb or if he was actually meant to be brain damaged, because he just got worse as the series went on.
Yep, flanderized.
But yeah, he was very childlike, and he during the clip he starts drawing his own achievables and making a beep boop noise whenever they come up.
Yep, the achievement is called Bleep Bloop.
Yeah, definitely then.
Devour 2 hearts of named mages. Soon that means kill 2 bosses.
Something to look out for.
Yeah. Though the boss we killed did not seem mage-like in any way, so maybe some bosses are mages and others aren't.
Unless it was some kind of axe mage.
Quite possibly.
Which,
you can't rule it out.
Not anything I'm familiar with, but I'm not, as you say, I'm not going to rule it out.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard of axe cops, but axe mages, that would be a unique invention that no 5-year-old could ever dream of coming up with.
I don't know, back when I used to play D&D, one of my favorite characters was a punch mage, who was a monk that knew wizard spells.
I mean, wizard spells are not ideal, but multiclassing into cleric would be smart, because they both go off of wisdom. Although monks go off of everything. Like, you have to have straight 18s if you want to play a monk.
Pretty much, yeah. I think the only thing I didn't have high marks in was charisma.
Yep. That's a dumb stat anyway, for anybody but sorcerers. Made it to the village. Activating an obelisk doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, it seems like it's like Dark Souls, where you activate it and then you need to use it again to actually rest.
Yeah, that is true, but it also respawns enemies. But what's the point of activating it at all? Oh, I guess just now that when we die, we'll go right to that one.
Yeah, I was going to say checkpoints, probably.
Yeah. I'm glad I can knock these jumping guys out of midair.
Oh yeah, that's surprising.
Yep. Probably shouldn't be able to, but fortunately I can. Okay, that did not count as a named mage, the guy we killed. Can we just ignore this door? Using the power of grappling. What do you think? Not impressed by my acrobatics. Yeah, we just gotta kill mages to open doors. Yeah. Their hearts are keys.
They seem like literal gatekeepers.
Yep. They're nameless mages, but we're looking for the named ones. Getting a name makes you too dangerous to live.
Behold, the evil, that dude over there, the nameless mage.
Hammer that X button right through that guy. I'll have to do until I get a real weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like... I mean, if you went for one of the non-jokey classes in the first game, your starter weapon could carry you through a good chunk of it.
Yeah, I mean, I went with the thief, who starts with a dagger, and that is the exception to the rule.
Yeah. I think my most recent playthrough was with the cleric.
Oh yeah, the cleric is apparently the best.
Yeah, just spec'd into great swords. Because I am filthy, berserk-loving trash.
We made friends with a tree, but not good enough friends.
Getting dissed by a tree.
Yep. Everything wants us to kill mages. From trees to doors. If it's made out of wood, it wants a mage heart.
Are we going to find out the mages are secretly woodworm? Or they brought the plague of Dutch elm disease to the land?
Make sure this guy was not a threat.
Man, would your face been red if you could actually harm friendlies?
True, yeah. They avoid that in this 2D game. I didn't pay attention to what I was agreeing to, so let's just say yes.
Yeah, we're saying if you're a mage killer, if you took the right.
Ah, there we go. I could have lied. Maybe or no?
You know, I mean, I've been in the vicinity of them, maybe.
I've dreamed of it. I hope to do so one day. Doesn't that count for something?
It's on the bucket list.
Exactly. Ooh. Investigate the corpse to lead to a pyromancer.
Okay, so this guy is officially our favorite NPC so far.
And
yeah, I don't know which side of the building he meant.
Yeah. Not too hard to get back up anyway.
Yeah.
Right here, this looks like the corpse. Name Mage Hunt Discoverer. Got a little quest pop up. I see a pyromancer that calls himself Arzen Tin. Wraithed in hellfire. His flames engulf Ashbourne Village, threatening to reduce it to naught but dust. Follow the trail of embers. And Vira's Heart. Yeah, it's actually like a World of Warcraft quest.
Yeah, we've got actual proper side quests now.
Yep. Although I question how side this quest is.
Yeah. Well, I imagine the majority of them are going to be optional to some degree.
Certainly was the case in Sultan Sanctuary. I accidentally killed every single boss in that game, not realizing, oh hey, who's this feller? He's not really hiding. We'll just rest up and see what happens.
I'm just glad he didn't spawn until you actually click the quest, because that would have been embarrassing.
Where's he going? Into this guy's soul, apparently. He can infest other monsters. Well, I'm gonna keep poking him until everybody's dead. Unless I run out of stamina.
Okay, looks like he's. You can actually follow the trail of workiness.
Yeah.
Which is a very nice touch, because I hate teleporting bosses.
Yeah, no kidding. But he, like, doesn't have a dedicated boss arena, which is strange. You don't see that
unless he's leading you there.
Could be. Our only real choice is to follow that dust cloud. I guess ash cloud would be more appropriate.
Yeah.
Surprising amount of stuff from a random enemy drop.
Seriously, I think there's any enemy that's dropped something has dropped like 3 different things so far.
Yeah. Okay, he makes his own friends now. And then I kill them. Alright, he rolled me right off an edge. Care for that.
Didn't take any damage though, thankfully.
Yeah. Platforms are very nearby.
See how long that lasts.
Exactly, I don't think they're gonna try and prevent falling deaths for much longer.
Yeah, game's gonna stop being merciful very soon, I imagine.
Yep. But I'll take it for now. Another big old pile of guts. Gotta climb back up because I got rolled off. Yeah, this guy's another minion. For whatever reason.
Getting a lot of silver from these guys. That's
Yeah,
an
I
upgrade
wonder-
material.
They might be giving me, like, fire resist temporary buff things. Let's see. Oh, I have everything equipped. Multiplayer stuff. Surprised I have that already. Not gonna bother with fire bombs on the pyromancer. Yeah, a whole lot of multiplayer focused items, surprisingly.
Yeah. Hopefully the netcode works this time.
Yeah. It was apparently designed by Devoured Studios rather than Ska.
Ah, okay.
Also, I recently learned that the original game, Salt and Sacrifice, very recently added Salt and Sanctuary, yes. Damn it. Gonna do that a lot.
7?
Yep. The original game recently added support for online co-op.
Oh, cool.
And the netcode was designed by Steam themselves. They implemented it as a free patch. So that should be very functional. And also, you only have to have one copy of the game in order to play it co-op.
Oh, okay, that is really good.
Yeah. I don't know why Steam did that, because the game is not like a huge success. And it also
Well, it was... Yeah, I
prevents
was
them
going to
from
say,
selling 2 copies.
it's one of those games, the people that know it really like it, but it's not many people that know it to begin with.
Yep. And you were right, they were leading us to a boss arena.
On the plus side, all that damage that we did was counted, taking out nearly half his life.
Yep. Go through that, stab him in the back. My super fast attack speed is paying off.
Your knees are forfeit, my friend.
Juggled. Oh, he's got a round sweep attack, naturally. I can't believe he got me.
He had like 2 hits at most left there.
Yeah, played a little reckless towards the end. I had followed him quite a distance without touching any obelisks, because I was not expecting the boss arena to just show up like that.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to be going for like a proper boss fight, or if it was just, kill him before he gets there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weirdly cinematic in that way.
Sort of a last stand sort of thing.
Yeah, this is definitely not a thing I've seen in other Souls-like games. Get a little small healing item. Touch this thing for respawning purposes. Now I'm probably gonna have to do the entire boss fight.
Ooh, the game might be merciful.
Maybe. I'm inclined to doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts with friends. I was going to try and clear out the friends before getting here, but they're in the arena. But he's killing
So he
them.
was missing a chunk of his health.
Oh, yeah. Now he is again. Okay. He's got me cornered. He's slightly better with a sword than I am, ironically.
Yeah, not sure how I feel about the juggle combos now. Because I can see many, many situations in which that's going to go poorly.
Yeah. Also, very likely to get multiple hits in on you. incredibly high damage on each one. Fire continues to burn you after you get hit. Use that to my advantage on the last boss. Out of real healing. There's not much boss left. Okay. He killed me.
Double KO.
Don't care for that. Doesn't look like he stayed dead either.
No, it looked like you had to
Eat his heart.
possibly
Yeah.
do a QTE.
Yep.
Hence how involved that QTE is.
Okay. His friends are a bit of a problem. Just the slightest bit.
That's the thing, because he was attacking the little guys before he even noticed you.
Yeah, that's true. Calling them friends is a bit of a misnomer. But nonetheless, they did help him there. So we should turn and attack them. Or not. There we go.
Either way, it's helping you.
Yep. It's out of goblins to kill. Onto the biggest goblin, me. Gonna have to remember to jump over the sweep attack,
Yeah.
I say, and then immediately get swept.
The thing is, you rarely, if ever, need to jump over attacks in Souls-likes.
Yeah, it's true. But it's
Even
very
the-
common in Salt and Sanctuary.
Yeah. Even in the platformer style ones,
Yeah.
usually just block or dodge.
So close. Again. Okay. You're down. Now what? Stab him in the heart. Keep it and crush it. And eat it. Yum.
Nom 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 nom.
Heartalicious. Then individually pick up 1,000 little items. There he is, deprived of his heart. The Fury.
Ah, Fury!
Guess we'll be fighting the Pain and the boss.
Bees!
Good night, sweet prince.
It's not like we can't sympathize.
So everywhere that needed a mage heart was back behind us.
Last game was very good about shortcuts and backtracking.
True. We do have this. Surefire way to speed things up.
Mhm.
But I did forget to drop this ladder in my
Yeah.
hurry to get back to the boss, so we do get to go back through the caves. But that is my fault. I will endeavor to pay more attention if another boss leads me through an environment like that. I just really was not prepared. The boss chase.
It happens to the best of us.
True, yeah. I'm by no means the best of us. Okay, that was not a good plan.
That was a very bad scene.
Yeah. Don't do that in a 2D Souls-like game.
Yeah, much easier to get pinned in a 2D one than a 3D one, turns out.
That is for damn sure. Fully cornered in an instant. I should probably get my healing items back.
Yeah, might want to see about leveling up as well. Now you've got a decent amount of salt.
Yeah, looks like I have to travel all the way back to the hub to do that.
Mm.
I didn't see an option at the obelisk.
Yeah.
It's worth double checking.
Also, I know it's meant, like, the little icon for the salt is, I'm assuming that's the salt on the left, is meant to be like a puff of smoke, but it kind of looks like intestines.
It could certainly be both. This is a game studio that loves drawing intestines.
Hmm. Oh, it's all gone a bit Bloodborne now.
Oh yeah. That's the nice thing, is they can like do multiple game genres. That was actually one of the brilliant things about the plot of the first game.
Mm.
Is you were on an island that had literally brought in chunks of different kingdoms. So the genre actually did change as you played through the game.
Oh yeah, first time I played it, I went through the castle area.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I didn't have, I was missing a couple of, I think I'd missed the anti-gravity brand.
Mm-hmm.
Went looking around to see where else I could go, and ran into the Queen of Smiles. That was a complete 180.
Yep.
Like, oh, okay, normal, corrupted people. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck is that?
Yep. Super horrifying area, the Village of Smiles.
Yep. I think that was the first point when I realized, hang on a minute, this game is actually really cool.
Yep. Oh, that was new clothes, actually. Usually you don't get good new clothes for a very long time. Let's see.
I think that's just the set you've started off with.
Yeah. Where'd they go?
Now you can wear 2 hats, one on each ear.
Yep. What's something else there? What's this? Just my crossbow. Idols. Sure. I'll equip a carved feline. What does that do?
It's like what's giving you more health?
Yeah, a little bit more health. It's actually the worst of the idols I have right now.
See, on the one hand, I'm thinking, sheer numbers, but on the other hand, I'm thinking, okay.
Exactly. Same. That's why I'm wearing it.
And it's early enough that we can essentially play Fashion Souls without any worry.
Indeed. I ended up using a ring that I found in the first game called the Bloodluster's Ring, and all it does is make more blood and guts spray everywhere when you kill an enemy.
Just like the Bloody Mess perk in Fallout.
Precisely. I made that exact comparison when I found it.
I think it was until the third one, or is it the third one in New Vegas, that they actually made Bloody Mess worth taking because it would do additional damage. I didn't care. I still took it.
You can try and make it functional, but I'm still going to get it for purely aesthetic reasons.
It's just funny. At least that's what I tell my therapist. Okay, falling damage is quite generous.
Yeah, it is less ridiculous than the first game, so far. I knew I could make that.
Hang on, I think there's a chest just below you with the grapple point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Missed my chance, though. I haven't seen an obelisk in a while, which is why I'm doing strange things.
Mm.
There it is. You would think you would start grappling when you're like across from the hook, but no, you have to be slightly below it.
The fact that you need to be in midair is kind of weird as well.
Mm-hmm. That will take some getting used to.
One of the fun things I think was about New Vegas was there's a quest which you have to retrieve someone's body to bring him back to a bunch of NCR troopers.
And
if you just grab the body, it takes forever because you move a crawl. But what they don't mention is you can just dismember the body, pick up a tiny bit of it, and go back at normal speed. And they're like, okay, thanks.
Clever. The power of reducing people to guts and their component parts. Sorely underestimated. Okay, that's an obelisk.
I'm just like, I could have brought back an ear if that would have been helpful. That's traditional, right?
Also, we can now...
a bit less damage as well.
Yeah. Bit too much less damage for my tastes.
Mm.
In the first game, strike and slashing were damage types, and almost everything was vulnerable to strike and highly resistant to slashing.
Yeah, if I remember, the special attack you could do with the ore was ridiculously overpowered. Because you could do like a sort of bat and twirl with it, which would hit like 10 or 12 times.
More poison bombs.
Ended up being one of the best weapons in the game.
Like anything blunt was in contention for being among the best weapons in the game. Definitely need a level up.
Hmm.
First, I want to kick this down.
There's only certain obelisks you can return to the village from.
I believe any are available for fast travel. I just want to get a sense of where I need to go to get back to the obelisk and from there to the corpse I need to investigate. Because I did find the next mage. I just didn't accept the quest. Now I can. But I'm a little bit lost. I know it's down and back. It'll get me back to the corpse.
That is a really weird looking sort of courtyard area.
Yeah, this is all very strange looking. Okay. Obelisk. Return to camp. I do miss being able to set up all the friends we wanted at any sanctuary. Sultan Sanctuary good, speaking of. In-game review of the previous game.
You know what? Sultan Sanctuary is good.
Strongly agree. But also, like, being able to set NPCs at your sanctuaries was ultimately pointless. Because there were like 8 different NPCs that you could set there. And 2 of them you wouldn't need in a single run. You might not need either in a single run because it was cleric and mage. So you would never need both. And also one of them was just for multiplayer. So that was entirely pointless.
Yeah,
that still left... That was still more than you could put at a single shrine, so it didn't matter.
I think I just put one fast travel person in most of the sanctuaries. And then, depending on what I needed, blacksmith or item seller.
Yeah, I did the same with a fast travel person at every single sanctuary, which ultimately renders it exactly the same as having a just sanctuary that gives you fast travel.
Yeah, just a teleport system.
Yep. Hey, I found our level up tree. Don't have to
Okay, so
climb the
looks like you wouldn't
stairs.
have been able to level up until you got the grapple.
There's some stairs over this way, but
Okay.
it does seem that way.
I was going to say, it's a bit Bloodborne.
Yeah.
You can only level up once you reach this point in the game.
3 whole levels. Now what to do
No
with them?
salt bags or anything you can use?
I think I do. Just to check, we got this thing. Small bag of silver. That's not salt at all. And everything is equipped, so I guess not. Interesting. So we can get more money, but not more salt at the moment. We have 2 different skills from which we could build, 3 different skills even. There are luck-scaled weapons. Curious. Dex is always a safe bet, and Duelist. We could build to higher levels of Duelist, which in the process gives us further Dex. That was my strategy in the first game. Get more weapon skills, because it gives you points anyway.
So it's directly letting you level up your class, essentially.
Yep.
So interesting.
But we can also build in other ridiculous directions and effectively go into an entirely different class.
Just one-handing great hammers saying, what?
I'm still a duelist.
It counts as dueling. You can fit in one hand. Shut up and help me reload my railgun. It counts as a musket.
And that builds into all the rapier types. Which apparently swords are subdivided into different types. That could get irritating.
Because what we really need is more subdivisions.
Indeed. Yeah, high blades are their own skill set. Great blades.
I think they're just okay.
Two-handers gotta have their own tree.
Two-handers, separate and distinct from great swords and flamberges and zweihanders by the looks of it.
Yep. And glaives.
Which, of course, will be distinct from poleaxes and spears.
If I had to guess. For now, we'll just continue to boost our damage. Can we upgrade our weapon? Almost certainly. It did seem like I was getting a bunch of upgrade materials there.
Yeah, you got at least 4 or 5 from the boss.
Yep, and we also killed the boss, so we might even be able to craft something ridiculous. Bunch of different armors, it looks like. Max health ring. Fire defense amulet. It's either adds fire attack or increases existing fire attack. I would assume the former. High blade, vanguard. But we could make a high blade if we wanted. Oh, class 2-1. No option to upgrade weapons, only armor. And crossbow.
You sure it's not under the sword and shield?
There it is. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Good thing. No animation, though. That's glorious.
And it looks like it just costs the resources rather than any additional salt or cash.
Yeah. Big improvement there. You don't have to do grinding. So I can build this. And this. And I've done so.
Okay, this is probably your boss weapons because the Ashcake Lung was from the mage.
Mm-hmm. But I got
I think
multiple
the
of
gel
them.
stack as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there will probably be multiple Pyromancer class mages. As I kill them, I get,
That's
multiple generic upgrade materials.
yeah.
Or, transmutation materials.
Well, that's definitely a good change. Most of the whenever I play Souls like, unless it's a type of weapon I'm planning on specking into or it's fitting with my build, usually I either um, use the soul or just forget about it. Either way, it kind of feels like a waste.
Yeah, exactly. And in the first game, they didn't tell you what you could transmute with each soul. So you'd have to find the base item, which would be part of the recipe for the transmutation, and then apply it, add the soul to it, and you might never find out what new item you just unlocked with the boss you
I don't
killed.
think I ever really bothered with it at all.
Yeah. I played around with it a lot, and sometimes it would give me a much more powerful weapon, and other times it was just a trap, and it would waste a bunch of resources.
Yeah, I just stuck with a great sword and didn't really need much more than that.
Yeah, although to be fair, one of the best greatswords is transmuted with the first boss's remains. So you might have missed out there.
So that's one of the things I hate about a lot of RPGs these days, and going back like at least to the PS1 era, is I am paranoid of getting rid of any of my starting equipment because of games like the Tales of series.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many games where if you get rid of an item that you start off with, or your very first sword or shield or whatever, you miss out on getting the best weapons in the game, or an entire side dungeon.
Yeah, Dark Cloud was very much like that.
First one that ever did that with me was Star Ocean Second Story. Where you, within about 5 hours, you could get the best sword in the game. But only if you knew what you were doing.
Yeah, RPGs are incredibly intimidating in that way.
Oh yeah. It's only getting worse now.
I also fucking love Dark Cloud, but it did lead me into every mistake, and I had to read FAQs like they were fucking novels.
You played the sequel?
Yeah, Dark Cloud 2 is actually the one I'm referencing.
Yeah, it's all of that and more, but worse.
Yep.
I think I got maybe 20 hours into it. It's a really fun game. It's just incredibly painful to play. Especially if you're trying to 100% it, because one of the things in it is you need to, if you're playing as Max, you need to take pictures of enemies in order to get new inventions, new upgrades, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And some of the bosses have multiple poses that only come into effect when they're taking damage or when they're doing a certain attack. And you only ever have one attempt at getting the pose in the entire game.
Yeah, there was a lot of missable stuff on his route.
Yep, it is just such bullshit. The golf minigame started off fun, but because it was it was semi-randomly generated.
Yeah, definitely.
It could screw you over so hard.
The tree wants to tell us something. Venture to Bulgaran. New Mirrorgate location.
This is satisfactory, I guess.
The tree says, nonplussed about everything as we are. So far, we have refused to talk to the mage.
Shit about you behind your back, and you know it.
Yep. I mean, we refused to talk to the mage earlier. And when we were asked what it was like to kill the mage, we said, I feel nothing.
I feel nothing. I lead a hollow existence. Well, comb your hair.
How did I get to this section over here? I feel like I have been... No, I must not have been up above this specific section. I know I forgot to kick down one ladder, and now I think every ladder I see, I had the opportunity and blew it.
Well, you should be able to get over there from the grapple point over to the right.
And that just leads to... There it is. That jerk.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Who's not helping me. We've got a new mirror gate point.
Must have been thinking of a different bit which leads over to the top.
Yep. Complicated floor plans are going to be very, very common.
Man, I'm glad I didn't see this place when I was looking for a new flat. 2.5 bedrooms, 2.5 floors.
All the corpses you can eat.
Oh, I'll have you know, I can eat quite a few. And that's why you never rent a Jeffrey Dahmer.
Hey, the big guy's not that much of a problem now.
Yeah.
Actually manageable. That would never have happened in the first game. You meet an ogre like an hour in, and it's not until like 5 hours in that you can actually beat it.
Yeah, I actually got really lucky with the... I think the first one you meet is in the underground.
There are secret areas where you can find them in the underground, yeah.
Yeah. I think it was somewhere around there. I met my first one. Managed to kill him. Dropped a shitload of salt for that area. And I went up like 5 levels in one go. So I just started farming them.
Yeah, if you've got a build that can beat them, go for it.
Yeah. As I said, I was speccing into great swords, so...
Yeah. Very strong starting, those great swords. That guy slide into place, inconspicuously.
Don't mind me. Darby's just realized he's not right on cue, and he's like, oh shit, shuffles over 3 paces to the left.
I know I'm supposed to be dead, but gotta hit my mark.
You're a professional, damn it.
There he is, once again. Pretty sure the mage guy is below us here. Stab my way through it. It was not a straight line, but it wasn't that far off.
Okay, yeah, silver's just the currency this time.
Looks like it, yeah. They downgraded from gold.
Yeah. This place has suffered an economic downturn in the year since the last game.
Seems like it. My understanding is there is no actual plot relevance between the two games. They're just incredibly similar in terms of gameplay.
Thematically related, yeah.
Yeah. Spiritual successor, but cannot confirm. Still too early.
Mm.
And here's the original entrance. This area, and I still haven't found the boss summoning guy. I don't remember doing grappling to get to him, but I must have. Okay, there he is.
Ah.
be underestimated. That rotting, bloated corpse. What is a salt splinter? Just solid salt that I need to break?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably like the salt bags. Yeah.
Crush it to gain experience, yep. Even describe it
First
in
item.
game terms.
Yeah, since it's the first item we've seen that's actually got salt in the name. Kundri Khan.
Heading down south. Not a fire mage, at least.
I'll be a little disappointed if it turns out that all the mages are like elemental mages.
Yeah, I mean, in the first game, I will say almost none of the mages were elemental based. They were all arcane, which was an element, but a very, very powerful one. One that was hard to resist.
Mm. It's always like it when games are like, yeah, we've got, fire, air mage, we've got insect mages, we've got rock mages. Like, that's way more interesting.
True. One of their greatest strengths as game designers has always been make visual, weird-looking, unique monsters. So I have no doubt we'll see some of those, even though so far we've just seen big guys.
Oh my.
This is also a big guy, but a real creepy one, who's friends with frogs.
Yeah. Looks like a drowned corpse.
Yep. His name had drowned in it, I noticed, so...
I must have missed that.
Yeah. Definitely gotta hit all the obelisks along the way.
Of course.
Yeah, he's got crystalline spiders.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if that's crystal or ice.
You'd have to guess it was salt, but you never know.
That could also be, yeah.
Because the idea in the first game is that everything is made out of salt, because you are basically at the bottom of the ocean. So the fact that you're dry indicates that you're in a patch made of salt, basically.
Mm.
Sending me back this way, and I don't know why. But I'm gonna get my health potions back. Where's the boss arena gonna be? He's sending boss attacks out already. How about now? You want to fight? No, he left again.
Howard!
He's jerking us all over town.
Oh boy, there's two of them.
Yeah, two big guys. Love to see it, and a giant crab.
Yeah.
But I could poke his shoulders.
Well, this is just awkward for everyone involved.
He got sick of it eventually. Oh, frog's here.
Good wet squelching noise there.
Yep. You're gonna fill a game with drowned corpses. Might as well make them sound like drowned corpses. Looks like I might have to beat him up enough that he decides to perch at a boss sanctuary.
Mm.
Actually, let us finish him.
I mean, it's interesting that you've got this pre-game, essentially. Where
Yeah,
you
you
can
don't
do
see
bonus
this too
damage to
often.
them. I wonder if that's so you've got a chance of beating them more easily first time.
Yeah, I definitely had a higher chance to beat the Pyromancer first time I saw him.
Mm.
I was in a very good position right at the starting point. which I blew.
I know that's one thing that a lot of people say about Souls-likes in general, is that, like, I've seen a few articles about from people who are like, yeah, I like them, but I just cannot stand the bosses because you have to fight them like 30 or 40 times before you get the patterns. And it just feels like a roadblock when you're otherwise on a high.
Yeah, I definitely get that sentiment. I would just accept death my first time getting a boss. Not even really try.
And I've always said that when it comes to Souls-likes in general, I prefer the exploration as opposed to the boss combat.
Yep, I can see that.
But on the other hand, they're like a necessary evil because you need something to act as a capstone for each area.
Exactly, yeah, there has to be payoff. You can't just climb to the top of something.
Yep, can't always be dessert.
Yep. Throwing water at me. I'm apparently soluble.
And that kind of looks like a sea enemy made of arms.
Yes, indeed.
That is definitely something I have never seen before.
Damn. Chase that guy all over the world.
Yeah, hopefully you're not too far back.
Yeah, I feel like the Pyromancer respawned right where I last seen him. If nothing else, they do have arrows indicating where I need to go. This stuff up just in case, and attack another mage. I don't know if they're associated. I don't remember summoning this guy. Maybe I need to draw them both to the boss arena before it counts. They are taking the same path after all.
So this is the bloated corpse mancer and his friend Icy Steve.
I was gonna say melted candle man. It's the Rorschach test of this boss.
Is it ice? Is it melted wax? Or has someone had a really bad accident with a wedding cake? Only you can decide.
Guy's not gonna let me up. Okay, he backed off. Use the climbing animation to sneak on. And get my ass kicked, because he's surprisingly tough. I'm under no obligation to fight him, but that's what happens when you do. Okay.
Under no obligation, but it was satisfying.
True. Gotta do it once, for testing purposes. Then he makes another one. So we'll scare him off. Oh, comboed. Love that combo. That's going to be a thing to get used to, the fact that if you don't touch the ground, you will keep getting hit. There are still iframes when you're on the ground.
It's just you have to get there first.
Yeah. Some attacks are so fast, they just won't allow it. This is where we left off.
Yeah. Wonder how the fire bombs will work on him.
Probably pretty good. But I don't see a health bar yet, so I don't want to waste them.
Yeah.
They do respawn. You did notice that. When we rest at a bonfire.
At least the collapsing platforms are still as annoying as ever.
Indeed. Wasn't much to do about that rudeness once I got kicked out of the boss arena.
No, 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 no! Aww.
And once I saw how far I was flying, I was like, oh, I'm dead.
Just let me respawn here. I'll make my own way back.
Yeah, that's back. Trade spaces and get back to work.
More upgrade materials.
Sword attack is surprisingly fast. I'm never prepared for it. Certainly don't want to fight him there. It's a tiny little platform.
And it's going to be a total kick in the teeth if it turns out this guy isn't even a proper boss.
There's got to be something. Something must be happening.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I...
Oh, what
there?
the hell?
Yeah. He was doing something that was doing damage over time.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe hit you with a DOT.
Yeah. I didn't notice what it was, though. Very mysterious. Is he still right in here? Yeah, just the tiniest little damage over time.
Yeah, when it hits you with those shards, it looks like it does DOT.
Yep. He's got the floor covered in them.
Now would be a really good time for the game to tell you, by the way, you've got a rising attack.
Suck on firebomb.
I mean, that technically counts, I suppose.
Yep. Can't say for sure if it's doing anything.
He definitely doesn't seem happy about them.
But he's not going anywhere. I just can't do anything while he's standing there. And I can climb up there. I didn't mean to do that. Get down. You're in the worst possible spot and you won't move.
Hey, Captain Antifun, get moving.
Anywhere else, big guy. Come on. Thank you.
There we go.
It's 5% better, but I'll take it.
At least you can have him now. Spoke too soon.
He moved to the ground floor. I'm happy with this. It's a net gain. Still don't know what's happening.
I forget, did you actually pick up any of the pyromancer weapons or anything?
I went with a ring. No weapons were afforded me.
Dang it.
So I've decided there's empirical evidence that literally nothing is happening to that guy.
Yeah, it's either you're not doing enough damage to trigger his next phase, or he's getting stuck in a loop.
Yeah. And I was doing a lot of damage, so...
Oh, yeah.
Moving on from him, following the salt trail to the first guy. Did waste all my resources along the way. This area's obelisk is in just the middle of nowhere. It's a trap. Okay, obelisk at least. Rest up. And now what?
Okay, you only got 2 fire bombs back that time.
Interesting. Is this the thing I kicked down yet? Yes. Okay, it's leading me back down. Weird. It was leading me up.
Unless it's leading you to the icy guy.
Maybe, but it brought me back to this
there we
guy.
go.
He was just in a weird spot for some reason.
Yeah.
Put a few spells in midair. And he's moving on.
You really need to get a weapon with some decent range.
Yeah, I hate the attack pattern on this rapier.
Plus the fact that there's a pause in the middle of it. That's just
Yeah.
waiting to get interrupted,
It is a glorified dagger right now. I don't know why.
basically.
Might as well top off the health potions. Which is only 3 right now. It used to be 5.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if it's some kind of boss penalty?
Quite possibly. Okay, haven't been here before.
Okay. This feels like a boss encounter.
Kundry Khan.
Like, what looks like a gas mask made out of a sheep's head.
Yep.
That is pretty metal.
Doing his best at a Big Daddy cosplay. But it's not easy.
If Bioshock was made by David Cronenberg. Stuart Gordon. I think I
Those
mentioned
things.
before that there was a guy I used to go to school with called Stuart Gordon, and I
nice.
I only put 2 and 2 together like a couple of years ago. Hang on a minute. Meet this director since I was literally in high school.
Take a nap, Big Daddy. Come on. There we go. I'll find that heart. There's a lot of meat there to dig through.
This may take a while.
Yep. We got one. And that one was called officially the Hydromancer, so maybe there is just one type of each mage. So they're gonna have to get creative after like 5.
Yeah.
Yep, the sorrow. What do you know?
Oh god damn it.
I think I might have accidentally discovered the theme of the game.
Dev's gonna go on Twitter, pull off a mask, and it's Hideo Kojima. We were on the Ruse cruise the whole time.
Yep. James Silva has been an anagram of Hideo Kojima this whole time.
You rearrange his name, add a few letters, like all of them.
Care for that. The first game did have some hilarious moments where you would finish a incredibly difficult boss, and then immediately afterwards, there would be a little cliff, and you would fall off, and you'd have no health left, and you would die.
Oh, yeah. You would just get boinked into by the tiniest little goblin. It's like, well... And it would
The big one
inevitably
was,
be in somewhere that was literally like the ass end of nowhere.
Yeah. The big one was the third lamb, who's a big wall boss for the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And immediately afterwards, you get the brand of Hard Light, which allows you to walk across, like, these cloud platforms. Yeah. But what a lot of people miss is that you have to have your torch activated in order to use Hard Light.
Yep.
So they would just see the shadowy platforms and not turn on their torch, walk towards them, and immediately plummet and die.
Whee! Oh, God,
For beating one of the hardest bosses in the game. Guess I had a key for that.
Okay, traded one key for another.
Yep, use key, get key.
Okay, 3,000 salt. You definitely need to go back to the hub.
Yeah, I don't think I have a, like, homeward bone.
Fast travel item. Yeah.
Whatever the equivalent is. What do we think this is? Multiplayer. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if that spell mark is the blue bar.
Yeah, that's the humanity item right here. It even looks like a humanity.
Yeah.
Wish I could unequip this multiplayer stuff. Oh well. So we gotta go back through the monsters. There we go.
Hey.
There was a little platform down here. A big fall, and then somewhere in here is what we need. This trap is clearly, you beat the boss, you start backtracking, you get hit in the face.
Oh, yeah.
There was a really, really good one near the end of Salt and Sanctuary, where you do like a whole complicated upside-down puzzle. You pull a lever to open a shortcut, so you don't have to do the upside-down part again, but it leads to a section where you have to pull another lever. So you go over there, you take one step, and a huge block covered with spikes falls down, and not only does it hit you for a ton of damage, it knocks you off the platform into a bottomless pit. Guaranteed death, no matter how much health you have. Same old nonsense. This is the person who resurrected us in the first place.
You know how there's a storage feature in this area?
Yeah.
You could try putting the multiplayer stuff in there.
That's a good call. Here's drowned stuff. Increases cold attack, defends against cold attack. We might actually need that based on the other boss wandering around. As much as I would like to add actual cold damage to our weapon, probably smarter to defend a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough actual items.
Mm.
I don't know why, nor how to get more. Okay.
Seems like most of that stuff was from the guy, the little minions the guy was summoning.
Yeah, I guess I should grind them a little more instead of ignoring them. Here we go. Send the grappling hook into the storage device. Oh. Well, let me move it.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Yeah. Possibly because I have it equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Also, gotta buy some level ups. We got a Scythe, which... just gonna glimpse its stats. Terrible scaling, significantly higher base damage.
But you might need to go down a completely different tree in order to use it.
Yeah. Especially with how specific the skills in this game seem to be.
Yeah. Definitely seems like it's more geared towards focus rather than being a jack of all trades again.
Yeah. It's kind of too bad. You might find a really, really good weapon, but have no chance to use it.
Always annoying when that happens.
Yeah. You would think this would build into the Scythe, because it's a glaive, it's like a spear. In the first game, they were all grouped into a single weapon type. Pikmin. And just to see... it is a class 1 scythe. It's that specific. So where are scythes? This is too zoomed out to even see.
Yeah. I assume they'd probably be closer to the middle, since it's only class 1.
Yeah, I'm just looking for any example. Reaper. There we go. Doesn't say scythe.
That's
Yeah.
pretty far out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points away. I have 5 points.
Just enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For the sake of trying something new.
mostly like dexterity and strength, so it's not like you're gonna miss out.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try out the scythe. The haymaker, as it was called in the first game, was actually quite a strong weapon. Among the better you could get in the beginning of the game.
Also, annoyingly clever pun.
Yep. That's why I equipped it. I like that pun so much. The fact that it was good was accidental.
Should be able to level up a couple of times as well.
Let's see. I did avoid a lot of enemies, so I might not have as many upgrade materials as I oughta. I got a few. 2 levels.
Yep.
What's that base damage looking like now?
Now, you were doing 19 on the training dummy beforehand.
Yeah. 19 base damage versus 9 from the rapier.
And if you're not planning on using a shield, then, no brainer.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't even found a shield yet. Maybe I could buy one.
I was going to say, or if you haven't even found one.
Yep. At least for now, this is a significant upgrade. That key, the name of it suggested it might go somewhere here in camp, but also might not. What's your deal? Can we, get a horse? Is it that kind of game?
Give me your elk.
We'll tempt him out of there with bloodberries. And the cat.
Yes, good, excellent, more.
Okay, that's still locked.
Did I die there last time?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did think so.
But he is suspicious. Maybe we shouldn't trust this camp.
Except for the cat.
That's true. No cat has ever betrayed anybody.
Always trust a cat.
We can go to a new spot. I kind of want to see if the weird ice mage guy is still hanging around the bottom floor of the spot just inside there.
Hopefully he's not a damage check.
Yeah, I mean, if he is, he just got a whole lot more damage.
Okay, 2 hits, much better.
Yep. I also like the overhead arc. It's not as long as I'd like, but it gets the job done, and I'm getting less and less of my items each time I rest at the shrines.
Try using one of the humanity items. See if that makes a difference.
Bring that up, and immediately get invaded.
You fool! You absolute goddamn fool!
Yeah, resupplied.
And got nothing.
Literally nothing. Hey, you're back.
Oh, hey.
That guy should definitely be dead.
Okay, maybe that's how you get the full sets of mage gear.
Maybe, yeah, keep grinding one boss.
I mean, after a few levels, it'll probably become pretty trivial, but
Yeah.
that's going to be a really nasty wake-up call for a few people.
Yeah, and I don't see the ice guy, so I think we can move on. There was a door over by the other obelisk that required 2 mage hearts to get through.
Yeah.
Can crack that open now.
Yeah, is
survive long
that 2 at any one time, or is it cumulative? Like, as long as you've killed any 2 mages, you're good to go.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it said 2 more hearts when I checked it. I definitely only have 1 more since that point. There's the obelisk, and there's the door, still red.
Yeah,
1 more, yeah.
It's cumulative.
Yep, tells us how many more we need, not how many we need total. And still no flasks. God knows why. They drowned all my extra healing items out of me. Now I gotta pick berries.
What a horrible life, foraging
Indeed.
from the landscape. So it looks like you might be able to unlock some additional runes if that gap on the menu is anything to go by.
Yeah, probably. There was also...
Okay, and now you're back up to 4 flasks.
Yeah, but I should have 5. And fire bombs.
And no fire bombs.
Yep.
This is just raising many questions.
Yep. There are mechanics at play. I don't know what they are. And it's almost impossible to spoil them because the game is 5 hours old. Here's the ultimate death zip line.
We're done fucking around. This is just a vertical drop now.
Yep.
Only for those parents who really hate their children.
Before we do too much exploration through this brand new area, we'll take a short break. Recharge. I'm gonna get more of a drink. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, actually. Call it 2 minutes. Yeah, I put a number on it.
Well, now I'm going to have to hurry. Who am I kidding?